It's time for Coffee with the Chicken Ladies, a podcast for people who love chickens.
Hey everybody, and welcome. It's Chrisie&Holly from Coffee with the Chicken Ladies. We're here, and this is episode number 266 of our podcast, where we talk about everything chicken, family, fun, and
more chickens.
More chickens. We drink a ton of coffee. I'm talking a ton. But most importantly,
we hug chickens every day.
And we kiss them too. Don't forget. We brew coffee from a little coffee roaster in Houston, Texas. Bright and early coffee. Holly Ann, what kind of coffee are we brewing today?
This is breakfast blend in the evening.
In the evening. It's late. Yes, it is. It's definitely late, but we're still drinking our coffee. You better believe it. Now, if you're not drinking bright and early coffee, you are missing out. Where should everybody go to get it?
brightenearlycoffee.com.
And use the code CWTCL15 for 15% off a bagged coffee. And if you need K-Cups, they're on Amazon. Follow them on their social media. Are you ready to sip some of this delicious breakfast blend in the evening and chat?
I am. But first, a word from our sponsors.
We have some exciting news to share from our sponsor, Grubbly Farms. They're here, new and improved, Grubbly's World Harvest.
I'm a longtime subscriber, and my flock love the healthy, nutritious treats, plus orders $40 and more ship free.
If you haven't heard, Grubbly's has a fantastic layer pellet and crumble feed. It's packed with plant and insect protein, perfect for those picky chickens and ducks.
Grubbly Farms makes food and treats for healthy pets and planet.
To support us and Grubbly Farms, use the link grubbly.co/coffee. Try it today. Well, it's the evening. It's New Year's evening.
It is. It's New Year's. Well, no, New Year's Eve's tomorrow. It's the 30th of January.
Yes, you're right. It's the night before. All my days are mixed up. You know, when you get the holidays, every day seems like the same after a while.
It's New Year's Eve.
Yeah, no wonder I'm not sleeping yet. Did you hear Rocky? He's on my lap and he was just like, arr.
No, I didn't hear it.
So, yeah, it's that time that we're going to be bringing in tomorrow, 2026. Oh my God.
That seems crazy, 2026. Wow.
It seems like, I don't know. It seems strange, 2026. I don't know.
Well, it's coming. Ready or not.
What are you going to be doing for the new year tomorrow?
Probably some baking. Pete and I will probably cozy up and watch some movies or something. And
try to make it till midnight?
Oh, no, we don't even try. We don't even try, girl. We go to bed.
Okay, this is what I do. I stay up till 10 and then I fall asleep and I try to wake up at 10 of midnight.
How does that work for you?
If it's just us and no one's over here, everybody, Joe tries to stay up all the time if nobody's over here. Now, if we have people over, of course I'm up, but if it's just us, it usually works because everybody's making a commotion. And then I'm like, what's the commotion? I'm like, I think last year I woke up during the countdown.
Oh, that's funny.
It was perfect timing.
Great timing.
And I was like, yay, fell back asleep. I'm like, okay.
I mean, the New Year's coming whether I'm there for it or not.
I know.
I figure I would just rather get a good night's sleep and get up the next day. And
you're like, you'll get my Happy New Year tomorrow morning.
Yeah, pretty much. I like to do some cooking or baking on New Year's Day. Sometimes traditional New Year's foods, things like that. I do still have a couple of goose eggs left, so I'm prepared for baking and things.
Oh, yeah. I'm just enjoying the fact that everything doesn't start back till January 5th, basically, because, this only comes once in so many years where everything starts back later.
Yeah.
Except for us, we're still going.
We are still going, but, this is our business, so we get to do it on our schedule.
Yeah, exactly. So on that note, if you're listening to our show and you're loving it, head on over to Apple Podcasts and leave us a written review. It does amazing things for the growth of our show. And we love to read them. We love to hear what you guys think. And while you're there, hit that subscribe button because you never want to miss this fun. You never want to miss drinking breakfast blend in the evening.
If you're looking for other ways to help support the podcast, you can tell a few chicken, duck, goose, or other poultry-loving friends about us. You can share your favorite episodes on social media. You can become a patron of the show, patreon.com/coffeewiththechickenladies. Thank you, and Happy New Year to all of our wonderful patrons. And the other thing you can do to help support the show is visit our website and our show notes, use our affiliate links and discount codes, and buy products from our sponsors.
Yay! Holly Ann, have you heard of this new game, Chicken Challengers?
I have.
It is hilarious. It's a fast-paced party board game where chickens battle it out to become the ultimate barnyard champion.
It's a lot of fun. You can use some strategy, you can bluff, try to outsmart the other players.
It was so easy for my parents to learn, and it's endlessly replayable.
You can play it with as few as 2 players up to about 8, and it's fun for kids, teens, and adults. Everyone loves it.
Now learn more at chickenchallengers.com or find it on Amazon today.
Just search Chicken Challengers.
You know what I love when it's 95 degrees outside?
Being inside.
Well, that too, but I really love cleaning my igloo chicken coop.
Yeah, it is so easy to clean. You don't have to break a sweat.
And you can use a water hose or pressure washer, so it doubles as a cool down. I also love those run covers.
Oh man, the shade is superb. I go into the run to cool off.
Yep, my flock's covered during the heat of the day, just chillin'.
Meanwhile, we're melting on the patio. Seriously, can we get in on this amazing coop design for ourselves?
They're out there living the dream.
So when it's pushing 100 degrees, the right setup matters.
That's why we choose an igloo.
Get your girls their own just in time for summer.
Search Omelette. That's OMLET.
The Breed Spotlight is brought to you by Murray McMurray Hatchery, defining quality for generations. For over a century, Murray McMurray Hatchery has remained a trusted family-owned business, working tirelessly to ensure our poultry meet the highest standards. Whether you are an experienced enthusiast or just embarking on the journey, look to McMurray Hatchery for guaranteed quality rare and heritage breeds, low minimums, and all the supplies you need to raise your flock. Request a free catalog today.
We thought this would be a great spotlight because you gotta break a piñata on New Year's Eve. So break that piñata, break it, and then make it time for the Breed Spotlight, yeah.
What piñata? There's no piñata on New Year's Eve. What are you talking about?
Well, this week's chicken.
This is a reach.
This week's Breed Spotlight is
the Pita Pinta Asturiana. Piñata chicken, is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes!
Okay, piñata chicken. That's a new one.
It's the piñata chicken.
Along with the watermelon chicken and the chandelier chicken.
What if my names catch on? I'm going to love this. And then the APA switches it up.
Yeah, that's not happening. The only thing I can say is that I've listened to your nonsense for so long that if someone said, the piñata chicken, I would know exactly what breed they were talking about.
Because you understand how my mind works, which is kind of sad.
40 years.
43. And who's counting?
The Pita Pinta is a beautiful chicken that is native to the Asturias region of northern coastal Spain. Also known as the Asturian painted hen, their name may give you a clue to their colorful appearance. These are really beautiful birds.
They're like a piñata.
Okay. They are a dual-purpose bird, and they're a rare breed as well. They are the only breed native to the Asturias region of Spain, and that region is separated from most of the country by the Cantabrian Mountains. It's pretty insular.
Yeah.
It's a territory that has been inhabited by the Asturias people for thousands of years, and they're a remnant of the Celts. They're a Celtic settlement. The area itself is famous for the mining industry, for seafood, for apples and hard cider, and for cheese.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I remember talking about this before because we have to go get all the hard cider because...
Absolutely.
That's our thing.
There's also a particular blue cheese. It's called Cabrales. That is a famous mixture of sheep, goat, and cow's milk. Right there. Along with chickens, Asturias has other types of indigenous livestock, including Asturian cattle and the small and beautiful Shalda sheep. I need this sheep.
Shalda. I like
Shalda.
that. Shalda.
It's Xalda, Shalda. Incidentally, the Shalda is a black-wooled sheep and may be a relative of the also ancient Huissant sheep of France that I happen to have because you went to Boston with me and got some.
My sheep nieces.
Yes. Now, there's not a lot to find out about the origin of the Pita Pinta, and that happens sometimes with these sort of birds of the people, right? There's no really detailed written history. You can't find them in the artwork, all that stuff. Greenfire Farms notes that they are descended from the same hardy landrace chickens that also became the Basque hens.
Oh, yes, the Basque hens.
What I did find was that same old story from the 20th century. Industrial layers moved into Asturias in the 1950s and 60s, and the Pita Pinta almost went extinct. I mean, it happened over and over and over again.
I mean, it happens like with all the chickens, with all livestock, everything.
Yeah, like
People
across the board.
Famished, so they ate everything and then really forgot about the breeding programs.
Well, I think, and the big component there is industrialization.
Heck yeah.
None of these breeds work in an industrial setup.
Well, they didn't even have to think about it because the industry came in and did it for them. So it was done. You're okay, we don't need to preserve.
And then everyone blinked and said, hey, what happened to all these rare breeds?
Exactly.
In the 1980s and 90s, some conservation-minded breeders in the Asturias began searching for existing birds, and apparently they got pretty lucky. They did find some in Asturias, but they also found some of the Pita Pintas in nearby León as well. Mm-hmm. So they had a little bit of a varied gene base to start working with.
The Pita Pinta, it's a standard size breed, which is great. The roosters are coming in around 9.5 pounds and the hens at around 6.
That's a big roux.
Yeah, that's a big roux. And the hens, I think I've talked about this before. There's a big difference in those sizes. Yeah. Some of them are a little bit more, when they're standard chickens, they're closer in size. Like if you have a 9.5 pound roux, you're going to have like an 8-pound hen versus.
But this rooster is 3 to 3.5 pounds heavier than his hen. That's a big difference.
It's a big difference. Now, they do have the straight combs, those red faces and earlobes, yellow legs, which are so sexy on a chicken, and a short tail.
It's not a super short tail. Like, that's my note. It's not a super short tail, but it is noticeably shorter than most breeds, which is kind of funny.
And especially in those males, which is weird because males normally have all the tail feather. Right. They're like sporting all the tail feather.
That's right. Rooster sexy.
That is different. So they appear to be beautifully spotted birds. I mean, you can't get.
It's kind of funny though that a big chunk of the landrace breeds are spotted.
I love spotted birds.
Me too. Love them, love them.
Now they do come in for color varieties. All of them gorgeous. Let's start off. We got the Pinta Negra, which is mottled black.
The Pinta Rocha, which is a mottled red-brown.
The Blanca, which we all know is white.
And the Abadal, which is a black birch mottled. That's got to be gorgeous.
They all sound gorgeous.
I know, they really do.
Now, the hens have a reputation of being very good layers of cream-colored eggs, as many as 220 to 250 per year. Now, did you guys hear me say that? 220 to 250 per year. That is in my excellent range of
That's
laying.
A really good laying chicken right there. Wow.
If you're looking for eggs, a lot of eggs, this may be a chicken for you.
And you want an unusual and very beautiful breed. Yeah, wow.
Heck yeah. So there is, and Holly Ann read in one source that they do not go broody, and another that they will go broody.
The jury's still out on that. I am not sure of one way or the other.
I almost think that you could say that about most chickens.
Because no matter what you're doing, it might be a slim possibility, but, there's always a possibility. Just like leghorns that go broody, it happens. Just
like a Rhode Island Red that went broody this year. You know, like never gone broody and then go broody. You never know. So in Asturias, they were dual purpose, but in the traditional way. Most were kept as layers, with occasionally being with the table bird use, which is, that can happen.
Well, the reality is
meat consumption, not as much meat was consumed regularly as it is now. And
so they were traditionally, the Asturian people were relying on these birds more for eggs. And so they were probably selected more for eggs, which gives you that big egg count. And then, extra cockerels would be consumed at the end of a year or birds for festive occasions. There just wasn't as much meat consumption.
Exactly. I mean, it wasn't like they were being produced for, to eat as meat constantly.
A broiler twice a week, right?
They are a main layer breed. So if they had extra birds, that's when they were used for the table birds. They're gentle, they're a friendly breed, and in a mixed flock should be kept with other gentle and friendly breeds because they could be mold over. They could just be like,
they could be bowled over too.
Mold over.
They do have really good personalities that makes them a great family bird. But at the same time, they're active and inquisitive, and they very much enjoy some foraging time.
All in all, very good homestead or hobby farm birds in lots of ways.
They are not accredited by the American Poultry Association, but they do have a breed standard in their homeland now. So a breeders club was formed in 2003. They created the breed standard, and they also maintain a stud book, making it way easier to trace bloodlines. That's fantastic.
Is it a little black book?
Probably not. It's probably a big black book. Gotta keep track of all those cockerels.
You gotta keep track of all those stud lines. They're like, this one is a great stud over there. Look at that stud.
Very prolific.
Look at this one. Now, this breed is heat hardy. Keep in mind where they're from. They're not a big fan of cold weather. They would be a good choice for the South. Definitely.
If you do want to keep them up north, just make sure you have supplemental heat and plenty of shelter from cold wind. As you were alluding to, Asturia has a mild maritime climate, so these birds did not evolve with features to keep them comfortable when it's freezing. They're not overly fluffy. They don't have the tiny combs and wattles, all of those things.
I mean, they kind of remind me of Mediterranean. You know what I mean? They are.
Ish.
Yeah, exactly. So, drum roll, please. Where can you get this chicken?
Luckily, in the United States, Greenfire Farm imported a group of Pita Pintas in 2018. So the two varieties they have are the Pinta Negra and the Pinta Rosa, which are the brown mottled and the black mottled.
Yes, they had the piñata chicken at Greenfire Farms.
Sweet Jesus. We need to get the Greenfire girls on because we had a question about how to breed land-race birds when there's no breed standard. That's something we really should be talking to them about. So,
in the new year, they're going to be coming on for sure. And in the new year is going to be in a day or so.
2, but who's counting?
Are you ready to dive into the fascinating world of backyard ducks? Look no further than Metzer Farms, your premier destination for top-quality waterfowl. Whether you're a seasoned breeder or just starting out, Metzer Farms has everything you need to elevate your flock to the next level. And if you're passionate about call ducks, you're in for a treat.
Metzer Farms hatches a stunning variety of call ducks, meticulously bred for their miniature size, beauty, and calm temperament. From snowy whites to vibrant colors, each duck is a masterpiece waiting to grace your backyard. Visit MetzerFarms.com today to browse their extensive selection and start your journey into the wonderful world of waterfowl. Metzer Farms, where passion meets perfection.
If you're looking for a chicken coop that's produced in a planet-friendly, sustainable way, try Nestera.
Each coop is made from highly durable, 100% recycled plastic that keeps the equivalent of up to 2,000 shampoo bottles out of a landfill.
Their clean, modern design will fit into any garden or run area and comes with an industry-beating 25-year warranty and a range of handy accessories.
Simple to put together, so quick and easy to clean, and most importantly, red mite resistant. Your chickens will love it.
Quick shipping from Nestera.us.
For a 5% discount, use the affiliate link in our show notes, on our website, and on Instagram. Link in bio. Check them out today.
Eaton Pet and Pasture is a farmer-owned company based in upstate New York that creates USA-made sustainable products for backyard chicken keepers. From low-dust hemp bedding and comfy aspen nesting pads to nutritious treats and odor-eliminating products, everything is designed to keep your coop clean, healthy, and smelling egg-tastic.
All their products are made right here in the USA with ingredients that are safe for your flock and the planet. So whether you're doing a deep clean or just a quick refresh, Eaton makes it simple to care for your coop the natural way.
They're your one-stop shop for coop freshness and flock happiness, made easy.
Visit eatonpetandpasture.com to explore the full line of flock favorites and use the code COFFEE at checkout for a first-time purchase discount. Okay, so are we ready to move on to main topic? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this week's main topic is our year in review it's a pretty good year. 2025 for Coffee with the Chicken Ladies was a really good year.
I would second that. I do think we had an excellent year in a lot of ways.
We cracked 1 million streams and downloads.
And honestly, that was around the time we were finishing up the book. And so I wasn't paying attention to our stats. So by the time we realized that we were way over.
Yeah, like we were between downloads and streams, you know what I mean? Like there's lots of different stats in different places. So, we were watching different numbers. We're both watching different numbers. And then we were like, wait a minute, let's check everything.
Right? Let's add these up and see what we have.
And we had well over 1 million. And, thank you to everyone who is taking the time to listen to the show and enjoying it. We love it.
Absolutely.
We love it, love it, love it.
In the spring, we visited urban farms in the United Kingdom, and we learned a lot about using the space you have for keeping animals. And I don't just mean a few chickens. I mean keeping animals and growing food, herbs, flowers, whatever you need to grow.
Oh my God. I'm trying to think of the name of the farm. Surrey Docks. That's where we went to in the UK. And like you were saying, oh my God, amazing. 2 acres. 2 acres.
Yep. All kinds of food, all kinds of livestock, kept well. Like there was still grass.
Yes, definitely. And on that trip, we did finally get to meet Fiona in person, which was nice.
Yeah, it was lovely.
We had known each other via Zoom for many years. So we got to hang out with her. And that was I loved that. That was amazing too. That trip was so much fun.
That trip was fantastic until the way home.
Until you got diagnosed the day after we got back with Lyme disease. Yes.
There's nothing quite like coming home from a really fantastic trip and being admitted to the hospital the next day.
The next day. At least it waited until the last day or two to be.
Oh, I appreciated that, right? Because we had a great time. That was 10 days of just wonderful stuff.
It was so much fun. And I loved hanging out with your sister and Neve. Everybody. It was so much fun.
We did lots of things, including we went to visit Omelette at their headquarters in Oxford, and they gave us a tea, and it was really, really, it was just a really special trip. But one of the things I thought was super duper fun was going in the grocery stores.
Yeah. One of my things that I thought was super duper fun was the train rides. I love the train rides.
Oh, I always take the train everywhere in the UK because it's just so easy and so fun.
Oh,
super comfortable. Yeah.
And one of my favorite parts, which I don't think was as much your favorite, but I loved Paris. And I'm like, I got to go back.
I thought Paris was lovely. I'm glad I went. If I were going to France, I would pick different places than Paris to visit.
I think I would do
beautiful. It's a beautiful city.
I would do countryside. And one of the things I remember is driving or riding the train and seeing the lavender fields in France when we got into France.
Yes. Yes.
And all the lavender fields. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. They were so beautiful from the train. That was just a dream trip. Okay. Number 3, we wrote a book.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We wrote a book. It was a huge accomplishment in a short amount of time. We are extraordinarily excited about it. We cannot wait until you all get to see it.
Share it with you.
This was a real labor of love. If we could distill our knowledge and information down so that it would be valuable from everyone from beginners upwards, that is what we aim to do with this book. And I think we got it.
We just want to help people and their chickens. And it definitely, I think you summed it up perfectly, a labor of love. This book, we knew from the beginning when we started the show that we wanted to do it, and we just waited for the perfect time and the perfect opportunity. And coming up soon, in a month or 2, pre-orders will be open. So, you'll be able to order it, and we're going to be so happy to share it with you in October 2026.
And please do pre-order if you are interested, because that just does a lot of things for us. It helps get the word out. It tells our publisher that there are a lot of people interested. It's just very, very helpful if folks are willing to pre-order. Okay, we learned more about ducks and even more about geese. So we
And
really...
Yeah, and even though I don't have them, I learned with you.
Yes, well, you were trying to kidnap my geese.
Yes.
The waterfowl are fascinating in their own way, and I absolutely love them. But it was a great experience to go through brooding them because they do brood a lot differently than chickens.
Yeah. So it's more information that we can pass on to you guys and learning about them. Maybe someday in my life I'll have them. But
What, Sebastopol geese?
yes.
I had to say, I knew I wanted runners, but I had no idea how much I would fall in love with them. They're ridiculous and charming all rolled in one. I just love them so much.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Now, go ahead.
At the end of the day, don't forget that I am a goose mama.
You are.
Gooses have my heart.
You are. Okay, so this year there was a focus on rising egg and food prices and building your own food security. And, you know, we talked a lot this year about homesteading and making it your own. It doesn't have to be 100 acres. It doesn't even have to be 1 acre. It can be whatever you like to grow, whether it's, you know, chickens or herbs or vegetables or geese or whatever, on what you can do and what you love.
Right.
And secure your food.
What we've tried to encourage people to do is figure out what they want to do. What you do is not going to look like what people on Instagram do or, you know, or some YouTuber who's trying to grow everything they want to eat. If that's what you want to do, great. But you get to do this your way. And we really wanted to drive it home that if you choose to get pet chickens, they can be your pets and give you food security too. You get to make that call.
Worlds. Yeah, they're the best of both worlds. Any kind of poultry.
Some of the more exciting stuff we did, you know, to us, because we're total nerds, is that we covered some new developments.
Speak for yourself. We are not nerds.
Yes, we are. Nerds are where it's at. Nerds are cool. Nerds are the new black. Nerds are everything amazing. Embrace the nerd. We covered new developments in poultry feed with our friend Mark Agers from Nutrina. We had some great conversations about things like how layer food can have a balance between calcium and phosphorus.
How you can also, we learned this year that starting your chickens, your pullets at 16 weeks really makes sense with layer feed so that you're setting them up to be successful with egg laying from the very first egg versus, you know, them not having enough of what they need for those first few eggs.
But the fact that Nutrina has run all of these feeding trials, and a lot of them with heritage breeds, tells us that, you know, we used to try to be super careful about not giving too much calcium or too much protein at the wrong times.
Right.
But their extensive testing has told us, yes, we can do these things and we can do it safely. So yeah, at 4 months, you can start your pullets on layer food safely. And it really helps them.
That was definitely one of the things. And that, yes, your roos can eat your layer feed, the Nutrina layer feed.
Yes, exactly. And that's still buyer beware. If you're feeding anything other than Nutrina, be careful about what you feed your boys.
Exactly. Okay, so we're definitely continued our focus on anatomy, behavior of poultry. Understanding these things makes your chicken keeping experience even easier. And that's what we're doing. We're learning every day. Also, whatever we learn, we pass on to you.
I'm continually baffled by why there is not more information about chicken anatomy out there. Like the average person who keeps chickens, I don't know, maybe 50% of them don't know what a chicken crop is. No shame to them.
Right.
But literally, these are things you need to know to be a successful chicken keeper.
And this year, too, we've worked a lot with Dr. Rebecca throughout the year. We like to thank her for her continuing, you know, to strive to give chickens the best medical care and do the surgeries and do all the things that help chickens have a better life. And congratulate her. She had her third son at the end of the year, Oliver. And, you know, we've just had a very good year just learning, making friends, traveling, doing all the good things, and loving chickens and poultry. I mean, doesn't get much better.
And we try to listen to what you all want. So, when you request breed spotlights, when you request particular authors or other people in the chicken world, we do our best to get them for you and get answers to your questions. So keep those questions and requests coming.
I mean, we had a really busy year. I have to say, the summer was crazy busy.
What summer?
Crazy busy, but
I came out of the hospital with the Lyme disease, recuperated for 2 weeks, and then we were off and writing. And we wrote straight through to the beginning of October.
And produced a show every week. So,
yeah, we did, didn't we?
High five to us.
Yeah.
We made
Let's go.
A high five that we made it through.
Yeah, for sure.
So, if you ever want to share something that's going on in your world, send us a message. If it's about poultry, if you have a question or a concern, or if you have something that happened to you that was great, send us a DM on Instagram or Facebook. We would love to know it.
We love it when you send us pictures of your birds. We love it.
We love it.
Doesn't matter what type of poultry they are, what breed they are. We want to see them.
And thank you for listening to our show and being here every week, sitting at the table with us. And, coming up for 2026, we will be making a lot more appearances around the country. So keep an ear out to see if we will be at a city near you, because we'd love to meet you all. So I had my family over the other night and we played this really new, awesome game called Chicken Challengers. Have you heard of it?
I have.
It was so much fun. These chickens battle it out to be the ultimate chicken in the barnyard. It's crazy.
It's really fun. There's hilarious artwork and lots of chicken puns. I just loved it.
It's guaranteed laughter. You know what? For family nights, for game nights, hey, we should take this on conventions with us.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's all ages. Kids, adults, anyone can play.
Now, learn more at chickenchallengers.com or find it on Amazon today.
Just search for Chicken Challengers.
If your flock could talk, they would thank you for shopping at Eaton Pet and Pasture, your one-stop shop for coop freshness and flock happiness made easy.
From their all-natural USA-made favorites like hemp bedding, roost refresh, and nesting pads to convenient product bundles that make chicken care simple, Eaton has everything you need to keep your coop clean, cozy, and odor-free.
Check them out at EatonPetAndPasture.com and use code COFFEE at checkout for a first-time purchase discount.
So, are we ready to move on to
cracking the eggs?
Cracking those eggs. Now, Holly brought this recipe in and it is awesome.
Well, I'm feeling very German, especially because of all my goose keeping. And yes, I do have some German ancestry. These delicious cookies are known as Zimtstremme in Germany, which literally translates to cinnamon stars. These are traditional Christmas cookies. They are delicious. They are naturally gluten and dairy free. And with this recipe, the eggs are the star of the show. There's only a few ingredients.
I was going to say the ingredients list is so small on this. So, I love simplistic stuff because there's this old saying that says 5 ingredients or less. Those recipes are amazing. And we talk about this all the time. Sometimes you don't need to mix and match a million things because the taste all just kind of run together and it's not very good.
Because these cookies have a long, slow bake, it's best to try to get all of them in the oven in one batch if possible, even if that means you have to use a couple of sheets on 2 different racks. And when we get to the making part, you'll find why. But that's my best piece of advice for making these.
Okay, so let's start with the ingredients. 2.5 cups of powdered sugar, 1.25 cups for the cookie dough, 2.5 cups of almond flour, plus 1/2 cup in reserve if needed, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 4 egg whites. That's all you need.
Right. You're going to preheat your oven to 250 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 120 Celsius. Like I said, this is a long, slow bake, and it's because there's a meringue component, but we'll get to that. In a large mixing bowl, you want to combine half of the powdered sugar, the almond flour, and the cinnamon and whisk it until well combined and set that aside. In another large mixing bowl, you want to beat the egg whites until soft peaks form. Add the powdered sugar, that's second half of the powdered sugar, and continue to beat until the sugar is fully incorporated and the egg whites are billowy and holding peaks. You're going to scoop out 1 cup of the egg whites and chill that in a covered bowl. You can also put it in a squeeze bottle, like a decorating squeeze bottle. Pop that in the fridge. That can make decorating a little easier. You're going to add that almond mixture to the rest of the egg white mixture and fold it in thoroughly until a dough forms. If the dough is too wet or too sticky, you're going to add some of that reserved almond flour until the dough holds together.
Yeah, you don't want sticky dough.
Well, right. And because there are differences in the amount of white in eggs, that's why we say have a little extra on hand in case you need it.
Exactly.
And you're going to pop this, once it's all mixed together, into the fridge to chill for half an hour. You're going to prepare your work surface for rolling out the cookies. So whether you're going to put down parchment paper, silpats, or maybe you have a beautiful marble countertop to roll on, sprinkle that with some powdered sugar. And then however you usually do it, roll your dough out till it's around 1/4 inch thick. I like to roll out on parchment paper with another piece of parchment paper on top of the dough.
Mm-hmm. I have this big, it sits on my counter and it has like this pie thing on it. It's glass. It's almost like a cutting board, but you use it to make pie crust. And that's what I use for this stuff. Mm-hmm. I still use parchment paper too because it makes it easier.
It really helps with cleanup.
Oh, yeah.
So once you've got that dough rolled out, you're about 1/4 inch thick. You're going to grab a star-shaped cookie cutter, or really whatever you want to do. I went with the stars because it's traditional.
You could make a chicken one.
You could. And I thought about that because I have plenty of hens and rooster.
Cookie cutters.
Cookie cutters, thank you. So cut out whatever shape, your star or whatever shape cookies you want. Then you're going to re-roll the dough scraps and cut more, just like you would with sugar cookies. Repeat as necessary until you've used up all the dough. Now, you're going to line your cookie sheets with parchment paper or silpats, again, just to prevent sticking and make things easier. So place the cookies on the cookie sheets. They don't need a whole lot of room between them because they don't really grow. Once you have all your cookies laid out on the cookie sheets, you're going to grab that chilled meringue. So if you put it in a squeeze bottle, that's going to make your life easy because you're essentially just going to squeeze out the meringue on top of the star. You can also use a small spoon or a pastry brush to brush the meringue on there, whatever's easiest.
I have these plastic frosting containers that would be perfect for it.
Yeah. I mean, I had the squeeze bottle for cake decorating that.
Yeah.
You're going to place your cookie sheets into your preheated oven. Remember, it's going to be at 250 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is a low, slow bake. Cookies into the oven, they're going to bake for 30 minutes. When they're finished, you're going to leave them in the oven, open the oven door a bit, and let that meringue dry out for another 10 minutes or so. That's why I'm saying get them all in the oven at the same time.
It's like a version of the meringues themselves when you make them. They're very slow and low bake. And
so you're going to have this delicious almond cinnamon base with the meringue on top. It's really, it's easy. It takes a little time, but it's delicious. Just let them cool completely and serve. And there you are. Enjoy.
Have fun. Talk chickens and eat cookies with your bestie. You're going to love them. Try it. You might like it. Let us know what you think. Okay, so let's move on to retail therapy. Retail therapy. Yeah. This is a tradition. We've been doing it for about 5 years now. For New Year's, we talk chicken booze because we want to drink booze out of bottles that have chickens on the label.
I think we should expand it to the other poultry too.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Poultry booze.
Poultry booze.
Don't give your poultry booze, but you drink booze with poultry on the label.
There you go.
Okay, so for New Year's Eve, we want to have some bubbly or wine or whiskey or something that has chicken on the label, or geese or ducks, and or all.
Well, all 3 of my offerings are goose.
Okay, that's cool. Go ahead.
I'm saying these anyway because they sound delicious, but 2 of these are in the UK.
Why did we not get them when we were there?
I don't know. Either we didn't know to look for them or who knows. So the first is wattle goose cider. Now, wattle goose is made by Aspal. Do you remember the Aspal we had?
Yes, we loved it.
Wait, what was the name of that pub?
Oh, yes. I can't remember it right now.
It was the old bag of nails or something like that?
Yes, something like that. Yes, that was great.
That was great. So they have a 3-berry cider that has raspberry and currants and some other flavors in it that just looks amazingly delicious.
I want that right now.
Right? There's also, this is from Herefordshire, also in the UK, and this is Gasping Goose, which is a well-balanced golden medium-bodied hard cider.
The geese have all the good hard ciders.
I know, right? And there's more than that. The other one, though, was fun. That's a wine, and I just love... And again, there are tons of goose wines, too. There's like Goose Watch Red Fox. There's a bunch of really neat ones, but this was my favorite. The infamous Goose. Sauvignon Blanc. The infamous Goose.
Now, if you like vodka, you can get yourself a Grey Duck Spirits vodka.
Sounds good.
With the ducks right on the bottle. There's also a Blue Duck Rare vodka.
Ooh.
Now, if beer is your calling, there's Brewery X, the duck beer. And the cans are so cool. They're decorated all with ducks. And this is a blonde ale. That would be my ale, because that would be the one that's like the most, not as strong. Let's just say that.
The lightest of them.
Lightest.
The
yes.
lightest.
Exactly.
What I've come away with is realizing that there's a lot more wines for other poultry than there is for chickens.
A lot. Now, if you're like, you want to go with chickens, the chicken cock is the one that's got the mark on all the whiskey, everything.
Chicken cock whiskey's been around for a long time.
Yeah, it's out there. I mean, it is really a good one. Now, we did find this one called Bespoken Uncle Chicken's Bourbon Sippin' Whiskey.
Sippin' whiskey.
So there's a lot of whiskeys and bourbons with chickens on the labels. What we've realized is we need to come up with our own wine and make it a really cool
Is that
wine.
what we realized? I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that, but I'm game.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll
Let's
go
do
for
it.
that.
Let's do it.
Especially if it's bubbly.
Oh, if it's coffee with the chicken ladies, it's going to be bubbly. Come on. We know that.
Bubbly rosé, probably.
Exactly.
Probably where we are. If we're being honest, that's probably where we are.
That's exactly where we are. Raise your hand out there if you would drink it. I'm raising mine.
Mine are up. Both of mine are up.
We both raised our hands.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Sounds good.
Look, I'm not a snob. Throw me some good rosé. I'm happy. It's all good.
Okay, I was in Costco before the holidays. I'm sorry, when they have the liquor.
Speaking of not being a snob.
Yeah. I went into Costco liquor store in Delaware because they sell everything.
Uh-huh.
I picked up so much Prosecco, rosé Prosecco.
Oh, I love
Wait till
Prosecco.
you come over next. I got the bottles here.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Yes. So,
yes.
Happy New Year to everybody. Well, wait. Should we tell everybody what we're going to be talking about next week?
Next year.
Wait, I like that.
Next year. So it's New Year, New Poultry. This is a listener request. Do you remember the name of the listener who requested this? That's okay. Somebody wanted us to do a spotlight on the guinea fowl, so we have done it.
Yes, we have.
I had so much fun doing it. Main topic, we're going to talk about caring for aging and senior chickens.
That is so important.
Cracking the eggs. These are super easy, but really delicious. These are
trendy. And trendy.
Are they trendy? Well, look at us. Hard-boiled egg sliders. And because we like to stay on theme, retail therapy is guinea fowl jewelry.
That's right. You guessed it.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
Okay, so Happy New Year, everyone. We hope you have the most wonderful New Year's with family and friends.
And
enjoy ringing it. Lots of booze. No. Happy New Year. We'll talk to you next year. What should we tell everybody to do until next year?
Hug your chickens, ducks, geese, guineas, and your poultry liquor.
That sounded so weird. And kiss them too. We'll talk to you next year.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
If you'd like to see more of us, please follow us on Instagram at Coffee with the Chicken Ladies. If you'd like to help us grow the podcast, please leave us a written review on Apple Podcasts. If you'd like to become a patron of the show, please visit our Patreon page, patreon.com/coffeewiththechickenladies. Thanks for listening.